So I must say this is the first Teff trial that I've done. You can actually see here, we're talking about Teff seed, which is gluten free. The challenge with Teff seed, obviously, if you look at these plants closely, is that it's incredibly small. The size of the seed, if it's probably a millimeter in diameter. So you actually need a special kind of combine to combine it that can actually, it's got very fine fingers and shaker tables. But we might look at that as a viable alternative down the track to see if we can add value to the actual Teff in terms of a consumable product. If it is gluten free and it's got the properties that the guys talk about, we're still investigating that and seeing if it's going to be a viable alternative to wheat or so your normal grains of oats and cereals. You can see Menky's busy just raking at the moment to try and get these rows as even as possible for the baler, so that you don't sit with lopsided bales. If you look at the row that is coming on here, you can see it's actually bigger on the left than it is on the right. This I'm growing for feed. It's quite a good feed product, especially for horses. But I'm going to use it as dry bales at the moment for the sheep. We're sort of looking to see if we can't maybe add value to that and mill it at a later stage where we can actually create another form of diversity within the business. The Teff is from originally Ethiopian highlands, I believe, and they say it is a superfood in a way. I'm not sure of the category of it as such. It's not as highly nutritious as something like chia, which is another product I'd like to try. Another thing that you also look for in a crop that you're gonna make hay from is you basically take the stalk, and you can see here when I've bent the stalk it crimps in a way. You can see it actually breaks. So it's dry enough to bale. And what you do is you take the stem with your nail, and if that sheath comes off, which it's not doing in this case, it means that it's dry enough to bale. The sheath still comes off, it's still got too much moisture in. You can bale it, but what's happened, generally it's going to become rancid within the bale because the moisture content's too high, so it builds up heat and it creates an environment for fungi growth and all the rest. So ideally you want to make sure that your hay is baleable. So you can actually see that stem there, that's just as I've bent it. This would be the similar process to what we talk about crimping. So in the spring we'd want a grain product that would be obviously a meter or so tall. You'd come in with a big roller. That roller would come in, it would bend it like that. That stalk you can see is actually broken. It's not off, but it's broken. So that mass of material would lie on top of the ground and act as a mulch. So it would cover essentially that entire area like this. Stop your weed growth, stop everything from growing that's unfavorable, and also act as a natural compost, but also retain moisture, which is the ideal. So all in all, it seems like not too bad a crop for an experiment, so we'll see. They love it for horses, but if you can feed it to people and make it more of a viable business, even better.